guys, welcome to my YouTube channel and don't forget to like and subscribe. Today our topic is real estate, and in real estate we are going to focus on some of the ways in which to avoid bad guests in Airbnb kind of a house. And today I'll be basing my example on that kind of a property owner who is managing houses on their behalf. So what are some of the ways to avoid a bad guest in kind of Airbnb kind of a house? Number one, meeting your guests. It is important that you meet your guests, you get to know the kind of work they do. This is important because this one will help you to avoid putting bad kind of a guest in your house. Be like their tour guide. When you meet them, show them the house, what it entails. You show them the kitchen, you show them the bathrooms, you show them the washrooms, you show them laundry area, all the kind of places. Because as you are trying to interact with them and showing them, remember, you are again trying to analyze the kind of a person that guest is. And by the time you finish showcasing your house to them, you'll be in a position to know whether this is the kind of a guest that you'd love to put in your house. Remember, this is a kind of a house that you have invested so much in to make it furnished. So you don't want to mess it out by putting a kind of a bad guest who will destroy your house by the time they are occupying your house. Again, number two, it is important to ask your neighbors to keep an eye out on your guests. This is important because you don't spend all your time there. Or do you? When you have given your house to a tenant, do you really know what they do? Do you stay there with them? Of course not. You might ask me, for example, suppose I am managing the house and I'm not nearby. It will be important that you talk to your caretaker and to keep an eye on them. Remember, when you are showing them your house, you have tried to interview them, and they have already given you the kind of, for example, job description that they do, or they will be doing when they are occupying their house. For example, they might tell you, oh, I'm a doctor, or I do this kind of a job, so I have to leave in the morning and come in the evening. It is important to talk to your caretaker to keep an eye on that, to see, do they leave in the morning? Or during the night, you get to know from the caretaker, could there be some kind of complaints coming from the neighbors? Maybe your house is noisy, maybe they are occupying the house, but during the night, the kind of job description that they gave you is not exactly that what they do. And maybe they are partying during the night, or they are nuisance to other kind of neighbors, and already complaints have already started emerging. Do you want to go through that? Of course no. Reason? You're looking for a kind of a good guest. The person you can rely on and who can keep your house in a good kind of a position. And somebody who does not go damaging your houses. Then somebody who is not nuisance. You're getting complaints each and every day. Is that what you want to go through? Of course no. So it is important to let your caretaker keep an eye out on them. Because if there are complaints, you can always talk to them and you get to refund them their money and let them leave your premises and get the kind of a client who can keep your house in a kind of a good condition that would love your house to be kept. That is, using their house as their own. Again, it is important that you make your rules very clear. Yes, you are having this kind of a guest. Do they know the rules of your Airbnb kind of a house? For example, assuming that you have a rule that no smoking or smoke in designated kind of areas. So, how do you get to go about this? It is important that you let your guests, even before they occupy the house, they know that in your house, there's no smoke in the house. Reason, it is risky. Because sometimes somebody can smoke and they leave the cigarette on the sitting, for example, and your things can get damaged. Your seats and all, your carpets and all that, or even the whole light can be damaged by just a single kind of a cigarette. Do you want to go through that? Of course no. Nobody wants to go through that, because that means that is an extra kind of a cost that you don't want to incur. And it's something that you can avoid. So it is important to make your guests know clearly what kind of rules that they have to adhere as long as they are occupying your kind of Airbnb. And is all that for today. Till next time, have yourself a lovely, lovely day. Bye-bye.